Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy CV with another reaction video. This one is called 101 Facts About Australia. I know a little bit about Australia because I've been doing some videos on Australia, but let's see what these 101 facts really is. I'm going to try not to stop the video because you guys know I talk a lot, but it's 101 facts. I don't know how fast it's going to go. Plus, it's a long video, so let's get into it, man. Let's get this to 100 likes if we can. Appreciate you guys, man. Let's do it.
G'day, motherfactors. Wait, that's kind of racist, isn't it? Oops, sorry. Good evening, motherfactors, and welcome to this Down Under edition of 101 Facts. I'm Sam, and today I'm here to talk about a country with quite a reputation of being stupendously beautiful, but also really bloody scary. Yes,
those
it's
are facts.
Australia. But what creatures are truly the most dangerous in Australia? Can the trees there really spontaneously explode? Can anybody get me cheaper tickets to go out there with? Because man, oh man, it's a pricey buy.
Yeah, I looked that up, man. It's expensive.
2 out of 3 of those questions are going to be answered. So pack your shrimps, barbies, lollies, corkscrew hats, boomerangs, didgeridoos, and all your other stereotypical items into a bag and make like Dorothy. Get it? Dorothy? Get it was? Oh, it doesn't matter. This is 101 facts about Australia. Number 1.
Vegemite.
So then, Australia, the Big Oz, as nobody calls it. Where to begin? Well, Australia is the smallest inhabited continent of the world's pretty neat collection of 7, and is also considered the world's largest island at 7.6 million square kilometres. Number 2. Good news for people who don't enjoy washing, social interaction, or a combination of the two, Australia is very, very spacious. The country has one of the lowest population densities in the world. In fact, there are 3 people for every square kilometre of land.
I don't mind that, man. I don't need people to be all nosy, all in my business anyway, so I don't mind it, you know?
Number 3. I know what you're thinking. Sam, you daft pommy. Australia isn't even its proper name. And yes, you'd be right in saying that. The official name for the country, after all, is the Commonwealth of Australia.
Really? I've never heard of that. Commonwealth of Australia?
Number 4.
That's news to me.
The last word of that name comes from the Latin terra australis, which isn't a plant that sounds like it'd give you a nasty rash on the bottom, but does mean southern land. Which is kind of true, really, given that it's the land at the south of the world, isn't it? Look, see?
Yeah,
south of the world. Number 5.
Commonwealth of Australia,
the country is split into 8 states. Southern Australia, Western Australia, New South Wales, Victoria, Tasmania, Northern Territory, Australian Capital Territory, and Queensland.
I still gotta learn this, man. I really gotta learn it. Obviously, west is west, north, and south. But down here, New South Wales and Victoria, Tasmania, I know because it's an island. So in Queensland is on the right, northeast. Why can like Queensland just be Eastern Australia? Wouldn't that be easier? I don't know, man.
Which is what the UK should be called, really, given it was named after the Queen Vic. Number 6. Along with those states, Australia also has a nice collection of islands too. They have the Partridgian Norfolk Island, the festive Christmas Island, the very good at listening and very tasty McDonald and Heard Islands, and the Cocos Keeling Islands. Nice.
Coast.
Number 7. Now, I don't know about you, but I associate Australia with lovely, warm, baking weather, but it ain't all like that. In fact, the continent of Australia technically includes some of the Antarctic territory. Number 8. Quick pop quiz for you here. What is the capital of Australia? Well done to the guys who said the letter A. Hardy ha ha, very funny. But a big wrong to those who said Sydney. It's actually Canberra.
I said it in my head, though. I said it in my head. Canberra.
Which is a whole 153 miles away from Sydney. Number 9.
Canberra. Okay, I didn't know that.
Other cities in Australia, or rather other cities people are likely to mistake for the capital, include Perth, Brisbane, Adelaide, and Melbourne. Number 10. If you live in Melbourne and want to die for some reason, well, good luck. Melbourne beat 140 other cities in the Economist's Global Livability Ranking. Wait, that's not what livability means? Oh, okay. Well, anyway, it's had this title for a whopping 6 years in a row since 2011. Number 11. The country's population is over 24 million Aussies. 380,000 of those people live in Canberra. There's also over 60 million kangaroos too, not to be confused, by the way, with the local populace. They don't
That's
like
a lot.
that. Take it from experience. And a black eye. Number 12.
Canberra. I'm going to remember
61.1% of the
Canberra.
population are Christian, 2.5% are Buddhist, 2.2 Muslim, and 1.3 Hindu. Not sure how many are Jedi or Grootist, though. What, Grootist? Oh yeah, that's the new religion now. Didn't you know? I am Groot. Number 13. The incredibly difficult to pronounce Mount Kosciuszko is the highest mountain in Australia, standing at a whopping 7,310 feet. Number 14. Popular landmark that also sounds like an alien race, Uluru, is also known as Ayers Rock. It can be found standing around doing absolutely nothing right in the center of the country, and at 2,831 feet, or just
I'm gonna go in VR and check that out. Uluru?
over 470 Hugh Jackmans, it's the world's largest rock. Oh, sorry Stonehenge. I'm told it's not the size that matters anyway. Number 15.
But technically, how can that be the world's largest rock? Technically, is an island an actual rock? I mean, technically, from volcanoes.
Just off the coast of Queensland in the Coral Sea is the Great Barrier Reef. The reason why it's so great is because it's the world's largest coral reef system and is made up of over 2,900 different reefs. Number 16.
The reefs are just beautiful.
The reef stretches over 2,300 kilometers and has probably appeared on your Facebook feed at least 21 times in the past decade, am I right? It's so massive it can be seen from space and is the biggest structure made by a living organism.
That's crazy.
Actually, no, I'm not going to make that joke. I'm a better man than that. Number 17. Even though the national language is English, over 200 different languages are spoken in the country, including Italian, Cantonese, Arabic, and Mandarin.
Wait, what?
100 different languages are spoken in the country, including Italian, Cantonese, Arabic, and Mandarin. Number 18.
Wow.
Australia has a vast and frankly at times deadly ecosystem, with many unique creatures and plants that don't appear anywhere else in the world, like rare Pokemon that only appeared in red and not blue. I mean, that was irritating, wasn't it? Anyway, these include wombats, dingoes, kangaroos, koalas, platypus, and wallabies. Number 19.
Okay.
Kangaroos can be eaten. Yeah, sorry, Joey. It's actually considered a leaner and healthier alternative to beef and lamb. Tasty.
Wow. It's funny because I'm making lamb today. Lamb and white rice and potatoes on the side. Have you guys had kangaroos before? And how does it taste? I wouldn't mind trying it at all. Because to me, the best meat in the world is goat. So, just saying.
Number 20. As well as kangaroo meat being available over the counter, you can also get crocodile meat and emu. And from the sounds of the next fact coming up, it's not the crocodiles getting revenge you should be scared of. Number 21. Emus must be quite an aggressive bunch because in 1932 there was actually an emu war. Oh no, allow me to tell you the tale. Number 22. The Great Emu War began because of the influx of emus throughout Western Oz. Flocks of the 6-foot-tall bird would destroy masses of farming crops and land in a brutal Western Oz. Flocks of the
The hair on top of that, it's just, it looks so funny, man. It's like a dude who just got a hair transplant and it doesn't look right.
6-foot-tall bird would destroy masses of farming crops and land in a brutal attack on resources and supply lines. Actually, it was more because they were hungry and they were there,
Look
but
at them.
still, who knows what's going on in those nefarious bird brains. Number 23. To combat the problem, ex-World War I soldiers were hired in the war against emus armed with guns. However, this didn't work and the farmers requested more assistance from the soldiers but were denied. Eventually, bounties were put on emus' heads and this seemed to work as over 57,000 bounties were claimed in total.
Damn.
Number 24. There's also some pretty scary creepy crawlies, in particular, sorry arachnophobes, but spiders! Dun dun dun! There's over 1,500 species of spiders throughout the country and some of them have pretty gross venom.
I'm not scared of spiders, man. I don't know how people are so
Two of the
scared of them.
deadliest spiders in the world can be found in Australia.
Oh,
the
boy.
redback spider and the
Really?
Sydney funnel web spider are among the most poisonous and aggressive spiders in the world. Ugh. Number 26. You'd think with that kind of thing going on, the death toll for these things would be huge, right? Well, no, actually. In fact, apart from one case in 2016, nobody has died thanks to an arachnid in over 40 years in Australia. 40 years!
Don't bother them. They won't bother
Number
you.
27.
Ooh, that's what I
In
said.
fact, horses and cows are actually more likely to kill you over there, with them being responsible for over 100 deaths in the past 10 years.
Wow.
So be afraid of these guys. Be very afraid. Look at the blood in
Leave
their
those
eyes.
spiders alone. They'll leave you alone. Watch
Number
out for the
28.
horses, man.
That being said, however, Australia does have an awful lot of snakes in it, making it a place that Indiana Jones probably doesn't want to visit anytime soon. There is, in total, 140 different species of snake lurking in Australia.
That's crazy.
Number 29.
I need a
Particular
video
little
on that.
slippery arseholes to look out for include the eastern brown snakes, which are responsible for the most snake deaths out of any of them. It's also rated second in the world in terms of toxicity. Ooh.
Damn, what the fuck?
Number 30. Yes, snakes are scary, and yes, that one, is killy. But actually, though, it's not quite as bad as you think. While,
Is that a
yes, snakes
rattlesnake?
can kill, between 2010 and 2016, only 35 people died due to snakes nibbling on them. Number 31.
He said only.
Once
I mean,
again, something else is
it's
more
death.
dangerous than snakes that you may not first think of. Bees and wasps. Almost 42,000 admissions to hospital between 2000 and 2013 were down to these bumbling bastards and anaphylactic
Wow.
shocks. Oh, they're so evil. Look at them.
Hey, man, we
Number
need the bees,
32.
though. The world needs the
In
bees.
fact, even more than bees, you should be scared of thunderstorms. In November of 2016, rising temperatures in Melbourne started a thunderstorm, which in turn caused a mass thunderstorm asthma event. Number 33. Over 8,000 people were admitted to hospital because of the thunderstorm, and over 9 people died due to asthma. This kind of thunderstorm has happened 5 times in Australia's history.
What?
Number 34.
Wow.
Also, be careful of koala bears too, because, well, it's not as bad as death, yes, but you can get chlamydia from them, and no, not in the means you're thinking of, and frankly, if you're thinking of that, you deserve to get it in that way too.
Bro, I'm like, wait, how are you even getting chlamydia from okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought, like, what is happening in Australia that you get chlamydia from from this animal?
You can actually get koala bear chlamydia if you get exposed to the infected creature's urine. Number 35. Australia is 14 hours ahead of the US, and seasons are, to us in Europe and the States, all the wrong way round too. Summer is December to February, autumn or fall is March to May, winter is June to August, and spring is September to November.
Wait, I'm going to assume it doesn't snow everywhere in Australia, right? Probably just the northern part of Australia is what I'm guessing. Because in the middle, it's just hot. So do Australia really get a lot of snow? Or is it just like on the mountains somewhere on the north? I'm going to assume the north. You might get some snow in the mountains or something, right? Is that a fact? Maybe that's 102 facts, not 101.
Number 36. This means Christmas is in summertime for Australia, but there aren't really any massive differences into how it's celebrated.
I don't mind it.
Santa might have to wear a mankini when he goes down there, though. However, for Christmas dinner, instead of turkey, Aussies apparently eat prawns, and lots of them.
Prawns,
Number
which
37.
is shrimp, right? There's prawn shrimp?
It was reported by the University of Sydney that at Bondi Beach in Sydney, 40,000 people visited the beach on Christmas Day. Oh man, imagine that. That sounds good, but
That's a
sad in
lot.
all the presents.
I like it, though.
Number 38. In fact, in a record only they could probably ever win, Australia won the world record for the most number of surfing Santas at any one time. If you want to try and beat that record, by the way, it's 320 Santas you need, just in case you want to try it in, I don't know, Felixstowe? Number 39.
Surfing
It's a
Santas,
slight
bro.
cliche, yes, but Aussies love alcohol. Around 1.35 trillion bottles of wine are produced by the country, and in 2012, it was estimated that Australians spend over 14.1 billion Australian dollars each year on alcohol.
Sounds
no,
good
not
to me.
individually, by the way, as a collective. Well, maybe some of them. Number 40.
That's just a bad
In fact,
photo,
former
man.
Prime Minister Bob Hawke was actually in the Guinness Book of World Records in 1954 in his academia days for beer guzzling. He managed to slurp down 2.5 pints of beer in 11 seconds. God,
Jesus.
11 seconds? We like to drink with Bob, because Bob is our mate. Sorry, I just realised only a certain age of people in Britain will understand what
11
I just did there.
seconds, that's
Not
pretty
bad.
fast.
Number 41. They love to drink so much that in 1965, Thomas Angro from South Australia invented the wine cask, aka wine in a box, which can hold up to 1 gallon of wine. The meaning.
I've purchased a
Of
few of
life.
those.
According to worldatlas.com, obesity is a little bit of an issue in Australia. It's ranked as the 26th most obese country in the world, with 29.9% of the country being overweight. Huh, I thought
You know, I never thought about that. I only see some sexy Australians out there, man. Wow, 26. Huh.
kangaroo is meant to be
little
leaner and
surprising.
better for you.
With all the hot
Number
weather,
43.
the beach, walking everywhere.
Those furry
you figured-
boots that make you sound like a caveman
you
that brought
figured to
hits
be
about
in shape.
5 years ago, Ugg boots originate from Australia. They were given the name after the creator's wife told them they were ugly, apparently. Number 44.
There's no way that's how the name was born. I refuse to believe that. I don't think that's an actual fact. There's no way. Maybe he's right, but it just don't sound right.
The first supposed recorded sighting of the
And it's
country was
so
by the Dutch in
expensive.
1606. Dutch navigator Wilhelm Jan Zoon sailed to meet with the Aborigines. The Dutch charted and mapped the whole of the western and northern coastline and named the continent New Holland. But they had no intention of settling. Not my ex-girlfriend. Number
Who's that? I don't
45.
even know who that is.
According to historian Gavin Menzies, the Chinese, led by Admiral Zheng, had already beaten them to it in around 1420. Number 46. Clearly not happy letting the Dutch and the Chinese have all the fun, Captain James Cook of England then sailed over in 1770. He mapped the east coast, which he named New South Wales, and claimed it for the British Empire. What can I say? We were greedy back then.
How many names did it have?
Number 47. The British government then sent ships to New South Wales. See, look at them go. Whee! When they settled, well, they probably put the kettle on first, but then after that, a flag was raised on Sydney Cove on the 26th of January, 1788.
So that's why there's South Wales.
Number 48.
Okay.
In case you recognise the date of the 26th of January, Australians, it's Ellen DeGeneres' birthday, but also the country's National Australia Day.
What day?
DeGeneres' birth. In case you recognise the
20.
date of the 26th of January, Australians, it's
26.
Ellen DeGeneres' birthday, but also the country's National Australia Day.
What do you guys do on Australia Day? Throw a shrimp on a Barbie? So basically just have some drinks and some shrimp or prawn and just have a good time? Like, do you guys do fireworks like 4th of July here in America type of thing?
Number 49. The indigenous population was between 75,000 and 1 million in 1788, but began to decline over 150 years following the settlement. Many died because of disease, but many were also killed in conflict with the new settlers. Number
Damn.
50. The British used to send their convicts and felons all the way over to Australia to prevent overcrowding in British prisons. However, you didn't really have to do all that much to warrant the penalty of being sent to the New World. Petty crimes like stealing used to get you killed, but instead they just relocated you to the other side of the world.
That's crazy that they used Australia as basically like a holding cell. Now, let me ask you guys a weird question. Is there any like big time person in history that was sent to Australia for committing some crazy crime? And once they got to Australia, like, did anybody escape? Is there any stories like that? Like a big time criminal that was sent there and then escaped and then started terrorizing Australia? Anything? Anybody? I don't know. I'm just asking like crazy questions, man.
51. More horrible crimes like, vicious murder would still be punishable by death. So actually it was mainly people like thieves and people who had damaged property who would be sent there rather than the worst of the worst. Wait, why are we showing a picture of Suicide Squad?
Okay.
Number 52. The prisoners were sent in hulks. No, not that one, and also in. Ew. Hulks were huge transportation ships. 300 convicts could be crammed inside the 65-metre-long boat for the 4-month journey. Many people on board died because of diseases such as typhoid and cholera, and there was probably very poor on-board entertainment.
That's crazy.
Number 53. In all, around 164,000 convicts were sent to Australia between 1788 and 1868. Number 54.
That's a lot.
On an unrelated note, in 1851, Australia had a gold rush and went gold crazy. This began by Edward Hargraves discovering a grain of gold in a watering hole near Bathurst. This brought many immigrants from all over the world hoping to cash in on the gold. There's now about 1 million websites that do that for you, so you're only, 166 years late? Number 55.
I mean, I do watch the show Gold Rush, and they're out in Australia looking for gold. But the problem is, man, the heat is too much, man. And and also the machine starts to break down, and try to repairing those machines in that heat is no joke, man. So yeah, I watched Gold Rush when they were in Australia. That was actually pretty cool.
They have a lot of longest evers in Oz. For example, Australia has the longest railway track at 480 kilometres, the longest ever road at 146 kilometres, and the longest ever fence that runs for 5,400 kilometres starting at Queensland to South Australia. Number 56. The country has a very long sporting history, but does not officially have a national sport. The most popular are cricket, rugby league, and Australian rules football. I wonder what that is.
Australians, I'm talking to you right now. Which sport would you consider as your national sport? Is it AFL? Is it football? Is it rugby? What do you consider being the main sport for you guys, man? I mean, cricket or rugby is where I would go. I would say more rugby. What would you pick?
Number 57. Well past Sam from a few seconds ago, Australian rules football, also known as Australian football, dates back to the 19th century and looks very similar to rugby, but they can pick up the ball. No, I don't understand it either. Mind you, I barely understand soccer at the best of times anyway.
Well, I understand it.
Number 58.
I love the sport.
The Ashes are a test cricket series that is exclusively
Love
played between
cricket
England
now.
and Australia,
I
and is a
love
topic that
cricket.
will surely start an argument with any man from either country over the age of 50. The first commenced in 1883, and so far total wins are a draw, with each country winning 32 series each. Number 59. The urn, the trophy of the Ashes, contains the ashes of a cricket bale, not a dead
Bro, this must be the biggest trophy I've ever seen in my life. How big is this trophy? Jesus Christ.
relative. The urn, the trophy of the Ashes, contains the ashes of a cricket bale, not a dead relative or anything. That would be awful. It was speculated for many years, though, that it was the ashes of Lord Darnley's mother-in-law, which makes the whole sport a hell of a lot weirder if they were playing for dead women's remains.
That's still weird.
Number
What
60.
sport are they
A lot
playing
weirder if they were-
to win
Is, though,
that?
that it was the ashes of a
What
dead
sport
relative or
are they
anything.
playing that you can win that? Ashes series? What is this? Like, is it boating? Is it aircraft? Like, what sport do you play to win this Ash trophy? Which is kind of weird.
That would be awful. It was speculated for many years, though, that it was the ashes of Lord Darnley's mother-in-law, which makes the whole sport a hell of a lot weirder if they were playing for dead women's remains.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Number 60. The Australian box jellyfish is known as the world's most venomous marine animal known to mankind. A touch of its tentacles can make a human experience cardiac arrest within minutes, a bit like me with women.
Yeah, okay.
Number
buddy.
61. They also have the world's happiest animal, the quokka. Oh. They are descendants
The
of
what?
wallabies and koalas known as marsupials.
The
And they're also
quokka?
the size of a domestic cat, and they're also so cute. I mean, look at it. Oh.
The quokka?
Number 62. Australia seems to love poker. The country is home to 20% of the world's poker machines, and across 2003 and 4, gamblers lost 16.21 billion Aussie dollars. Number 60.
That's funny because there's a streaming platform called Kick, and there's a guy who's Australian. He lives in Australia. He's the owner of Kick, but he's also the owner of Stake.com, which is a gambling site. I think he's like the youngest billionaire in the world or something like that. So he's actually cool because his streaming platform is doing well. And he also is like I said, he's the owner of Stake.com. The gambling website.
We owe great thanks to the country for many, many things, including the word selfie. The word first appeared in an online ABC, that's Australian Broadcasting Corporation, forum post, where a drunk user uploaded a self-portrait, also known as a selfie. Nintendo
Okay.
64.
Oh,
The
no.
word was named International Word of the Year 2013 by Oxford Dictionaries, and in 2016, 24 billion selfies were uploaded to Google. Wow, we are a vain bunch, aren't we? Thanks, Aussies, for pointing that out. Number 65. Bushfires and forest fires are very common in the country because of the heat, but some of the trees can actually explode. Eucalyptus trees produce flammable oils, so when there's a forest fire, then boom goes the diner
What?
tree.
That's bad that type of tree is in one of the hottest places, man. That's not a good thing.
Number 66. In 1975, the country's government got into a budget squabble to the point the government couldn't be funded anymore. The Queen, or rather the Queen's official representative, Sir John Kerr, resolved this government shutdown by just firing the Prime Minister outright. Number 67. This new Prime Minister essentially dismissed every single person from Parliament too, meaning there were new elections and it was basically the political equivalent of a reset switch. That's what you get when you mess with Queen Liz. Should be said, by the way, government has never shut down again since.
You know what's crazy? We have a channel here in America. I think it's called C-SPAN. So you can watch people in Washington talk about, politics. Basically, changing laws and all of this stuff, right? the Speaker of the House. They're all there. They're all voting, giving their talking points. But and to me, it's so boring. Like it's boring. It's the boringest thing you could ever watch, right? But when I watched the Parliament in the UK, man, I can sit here and I used to watch was it Boris Johnson? Bro, it was like comedy. I just love the way they talk and the way just how they respond to each other. It's loud, it's animated. In America, it's like, oh, I think we should change this, and I think we should put $10 million here, and I think we'll be. It's just so boring. But when I watched Boris Johnson stand up, sit down, and the other speaker, there was one guy, dude. It was like a comedy show. There was one dude. I don't know, what do you call him? The Speaker of the House, I guess. He was he's like a judge. He just basically controlled the entire room. That dude was so hilarious, man. He would just look to the side, and then just everything he said to me was comedy, man. It was just comedy. I would like to react to some of those videos, man. I watched it one time, and I was just like, yo, this is so good. In America, it's just boring, man. It's just boring.
Number 68. Green ants can also be found in Australia, as well as in a surprising amount of stuff too. They're used as an ingredient to accompany things like lemonade and goat's cheese. A new gin is even being launched this year, which includes green ants as the main ingredients. Yummy.
Why are they green?
Number 69.
Really, dude? Grow up.
Rather stereotypically, Crocodile Dundee is Australia's highest grossing film at 47 million Australian dollars. This is more than double Australian mega smash Mad Max Fury Road, which garnered 21 million Aussie dollars.
Yo, Mad Max is one of my favorite video games, man. Love the goddamn game. Plus, they got a new Mad Max coming out. I can't wait for that. And I'm not even a movie guy, but Mad Max, I don't know what it is about it, man. I just like it. The video game is even better.
Number 70. Rather vainly, the second highest grossing film ever is the Hugh Jackman drama named Australia. Babe is third. Oh, Babe. That'll do, pig.
Oh, the pig.
Number
movie.
71.
Never watched it.
The
Not
best-selling
a movie guy.
single in Australia, however, isn't Babe-like at all. It is instead LMFAO's understated and subtle masterpiece party rock anthem at over 1 million sales across the country.
Wait, are they Australians?
Like at all. It is instead LMFAO's understated and subtle masterpiece party rock anthem at over 1 million sales across the country. Number 72. This is closely followed by Candle in the Wind 1997 by Elton John, the song he re-released and sang specifically for Princess Diana after she died. Wow, that got beaten by Party Rockin' in the House Tonight.
Wow, that song was huge, huh?
In a grave.
Diana's a beautiful woman. Look at her, man.
I don't, that might be too harsh. Number 73. Australia is known for being quite strict in terms of censorship in movies, TV, and video games. Several video games have actually been completely banned outright in Australia, including Hotline Miami 2, Wrong Number,
GTA?
Leisure Suit Larry, Magna Cum Laude, and Manhunt.
Let's be honest. Manhunt was banned everywhere.
Number 74.
I had to order one
such
from
title
Japan.
that was partially censored was South Park: The Stick of Truth, which was banned because of a particular scene involving, well, there's no other way to say it, anal probing. It was instead replaced with this image of a koala crying because, of course it was. Number 75.
I didn't know that.
Let me tell
I
you a
love
little
that
story.
game, by the way.
One morning in 1967, the then Prime Minister Harold Holt went to Cheviot Beach in Victoria. Holt decided to go swimming despite the heavy tide because why not? Well, here's why not. He then completely disappeared out of view without a sound or a trace.
Wow.
Number 76. There was a range of wild theories about what happened to Holt. Some thought a shark attack, some thought a CIA assassination, some even thought Chinese submarines got to him. Number 77. Some even thought Chinese submarines got to him.
Look at that dolphin at the bottom there. That dolphin's nose is gonna hit right on that submarine. Boom.
Number 77. Eventually, though, 40 years later, authorities have concluded he simply drowned, and his body was never found. Maybe that's something for all-time Connies to tackle at some point. Damn, see, you scary.
So it's a mystery.
Number
his
78.
Death, huh? Or his
By
disappearance.
the way, in case you're wondering how many beaches there are, the University of Sydney counted 10,685
that's
beaches throughout the
crazy.
country. Got 10,685 problems, but a beach ain't one.
Yo, can I ask you guys a question? Is the beaches private in Australia or is just open to the public? Because here in America, man, it's like, if I go to the beach at, let's say, 10 o'clock at night, there's cops. Hey, you can't be here. I'm like, dude, it's a beach. Like, you don't own this. God put this here. Like, this ain't yours. Can't be out here after 10 o'clock. I'm like, bro, I'm just sitting here enjoying the weather, enjoying this cool breeze. You can't be here. So I'm sure there's private beaches in Australia, but is there rules like you can't be at the beach after certain hours? Is that a thing in Australia? Because it's certainly a thing here, bro. I'm telling you. And it's whack.
Number 79. The fish industry is now a multi-billion-dollar business in Australia. It's clearly a big part of their diet. In fact, they consume around 16 kilograms per person of fish each year.
Yeah, I love fishing, man.
Number 80.
And I love eating fish, too.
The Christmas Islands can get a bit nippy. And no, I don't mean the weather, LOL. I mean the crabs. There are 120 million red crabs living in the forest who then walk back into the sea for wet season. Number 81. Before it was named Melbourne, Melbourne was shortly called Batmania. This isn't
Batmania. Okay.
just because they love bats, although I don't know if they do, but it was actually named this after one of its founders and a man with frankly the coolest name ever, John Batman. Number 82.
Dude.
Batmania, oh fine, I'll call it Melbourne, is actually quite a progressive place apparently. For instance, it started Australia's first gay and lesbian radio in 1993 called Joy Radio. Number 83.
Joy Radio. That station
Radio
is what,
in
94?
1993 called Joy Radio.
94.9. It should have been 69.1.
Number 83. If you want to know some hot Australian words, well, here are some. Cotton candy, or candy floss as we call it in the UK, is known as fairy floss in Australia. They also call all other sweets, or candy as you Americans call it, lollies.
Huh?
Number 84.
Why? But
Rather
there's a
confusingly too,
lollipop.
flip-flops over there are called thongs. That's just a mistake waiting.
Yeah, I
to
learned
happen,
this the
isn't
other
it?
day.
Number
I learned this
85.
the other day.
The hottest temperature ever recorded
I mean, I get it because it goes between your toes, like it goes between your butt crack. So thongs here is what women wear. So yeah, I see it. Like when I see sandals like that, I just call it Jesus sandals.
in the Oz was 50.7 degrees Celsius. That's 123.3 Fahrenheit, by the way. The lowest was
Damn.
minus 23 degrees, which is minus 9.4 Fahrenheit, also known as the temperature where your nipples become lethal weapons. Number 86. There is a myth that the word kangaroo comes from the Gugu Yimithir, an Aboriginal language, phrase for I don't understand you. It's said when Captain Cook was exploring the land, he asked natives what the animal was called. They replied, kangaroo, also known as I don't understand you, which he then thought was the name of the animal. What a great story. Unfortunately, it was debunked in 1970.
Oh, come on, man.
Number
That's
87.
Should have kept that story
Pom
going.
or pommy is Aussie slang for English or sometimes British people, so a hello from Pommy Island. It apparently
Pommy.
originates from being short for pomegranate, which in itself is rhyming slang for immigrant. Oh, come on, guys, that
Huh?
for pomegranate, which in itself is rhyming slang for immigrant. Oh, come
Okay.
on, guys, that doesn't even remotely rhyme. What about, immigrant? Yeah, no, I can't think of anything now, but there are better ones out there, surely.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Number 88. The country is home to many innovators and inventors, as well as spiders and crabs, so that's nice. The black box on aeroplanes was invented by Dr. David Warren of Australia. The notepad was invented by J.A. Birchall, also of Australia. And the dual flush toilet by Bruce Thompson of Australia.
Good invention.
Number 89. Actually, in 1856, Victoria and South Australia were the first to introduce the secret ballot, the idea of voting in secret little booths which are considerably more secure. This spread to Europe, the UK, and the US by 1884, so woo! Privacy and democracy.
Good stuff, Australia.
Number 90.
Okay.
Anzac Day is a national anniversary for the first military action of Australia and New Zealander troops in World War I. It's on the 25th of April, by the way, in case you want to pop that down in your diary.
Yep.
Number
I
91.
learned about that.
Boomerangs were invented and used as a weapon by the Aborigines. Yep, you're welcome, Digger Harkness. The boomerangs were used for hunting, so if your projectile missed, it would zip right back your way anyway. Number 90.
I still need to watch a video on a boomerang, like to really see somebody throw it and then watch it come back. Like, I really need to just look that up on YouTube, and I will.
2. The sweet, somber, and, funky sound of the didgeridoo is also another invention by the Aboriginals. Nobody quite knows where it came from, but depending on who's looking at it, it can have up to 14 different names. Number 93.
What is that?
Traditionally, only men can play the instrument at ceremonial occasions, though there are some women didgeridooers who play it informally. Those rebels, crushing the patriarchy one didgeridoo at a
She looked like she's hitting the bong.
time. Number 94. The dream time is the Aboriginal belief of the creation of life. Aborigines call the beginning of time the dreaming and believe that their ancestors rose from the ground and formed parts of nature like water, animals, and the sky. Wow, well done those ancestors. I mean, look at it. It looks great. Well,
I mean, I've said, what if when you're dreaming, that's when you're really awake? And then this life right here, right now, this is actually you dreaming. So you're asleep in the real world. So what's happening right now, this is a dream. You watching this right now is you dreaming. You're in another world sleeping right now. So when you go to sleep here in this dream, you're actually awake in the other dream.
good job, guys. Number 95.
Yep.
Whales, the animal, not the country, were an important totem for certain groups of Aboriginal people. They considered them a holy resource, and they used their fat to make utensils and bones to make weapons. Number 96. Like kangaroo, the names dingo, koala, and wombat all originate from the Aboriginal language too. Number 97. The Aboriginals are also an artistic bunch too. Caves were decorated with bright Aboriginal art, which forms images with small dots and carving, telling stories of their families and moments in time. And they're very pretty, aren't they?
That's cool.
Number 98. Even though the British adverts for it clearly state that Foster's Lager is enjoyed throughout Australia, it, isn't. They actually prefer stuff like
I've heard
Victoria
this.
Bitter. That's right, Britain. We've been sold a lot.
I've heard that. I thought Foster was an Australian
Number
beer.
99.
Crazy.
Despite its peaky bits I was talking about earlier, and no, I'm not on about the hard nipples again, it's the lowest and flattest country in the world. The lowest point is Lake Eyre, 15 miles beneath sea level, and their highest is Mount Kosciuszko.
Number
100.
Pretty stones, known as opals, that really do look like what I imagine infinity stones look like in real life, primarily come from Australia. In fact,
That's cool.
95% of them do.
That is cool.
Number 101! Well done for making it this far in the video if you're from Australia. Not because of the content, I mean. That's high quality. But I mean because of the internet. Australia, apparently, is very well known for having very, very poor internet connection speeds. They're ranked 51st in the world when it comes to internet speed, with a rate of
Damn.
8.5 megabytes per second. To be fair, when outside looks like this, why do you need the internet? I know why, to listen to pommies like me talking all over things.
Kind of makes sense in a way. Yeah.
Board.
Kind of makes sense. Like, we got 10,000 beaches, okay? And we got 40,000 sand of surfing, okay? We don't need internet. The only surfing we're going to do is in the water, not on the web. Ha ha! Ha ha! Listen, cool video, long video, but I will say, man, I think he could have came up with better 101 facts about Australia, like in more interesting things. I don't know. That was just kind of like, a lot. Maybe it's because a lot of it I already know since I'm learning a lot of stuff about Australia. But yeah, I don't know. Could have made it a little bit interesting. I don't know. What do you guys think? Listen, if there's more videos on Australia, put in the comment section below. I'm talking about like languages and food and all that stuff, man. I need to learn about the military. Like, I'm really trying to learn a lot about Australia, Sweden, UK, New Zealand, and then maybe we'll go to Germany, Poland, and all those places because I don't know nothing about those places. Okay? Anyways, always keep your head up. Love you guys. Till next time. Peace.